Proved plentiful in the top flight. Derry couldn't buy one at Belfield as the Candy Stripes lost ground on the leaders. Chances proved few and far between in the opening half, although Pat McCourt did test Quigley in the UCD goal less than 7 minutes in. The well-organised students looked marginally the better side in the opening 45, and Conor Salmon was presented with 2 opportunities as Derry struggled to clear their lines. Ford reacted well to deny him initially, and McChrystal got the all-important touch from the follow-up. Gary Beckett came closest for Derry as the second half ticked down, but again Quigley was on hand to comfortably take his snapshot from the edge of the area. Indeed, the students could have taken a dramatic win in the closing stages, but Ronan Finn's first-time effort was always rising. 0-0 was how it finished, and both camps had to be content with the point apiece.
Well, Pat, we'll talk about that UCD Derry game shortly, but back to the first match there. Shelbourne in terrific form of late, 6 points off from the last 2 matches. A great week for them. And let's talk about the partnership of Gary O'Neill and Jason Byrne. 13 league goals between them. Very important, obviously, to Shelbourne.
Well, we've mentioned before, I think Gary O'Neill complements Jason Byrne better. I think the problem with Glenn Crowe and Jason, they both like to play on the shoulder. They like to get beyond defenders, where Gary O'Neill's slightly different in his play. He'll drop into the hole, looks to get into his feet, and you can leave Jason as the furthest forward up the field. I just think as a partnership they've really clicked, and to be fair, Gary O'Neill, since he's played this season, he's been getting goals, his link play's been very good, and he's a real handful for defenders. Most defenders in the Aircom League are 6 foot plus, like I was, and you'd hate playing against someone of his size with his pace and his change of movement. Very, very hard to pin down, and they're looking really strong. I mean, again, it was a great result from against Bray.
Yeah, and certainly, as you said, hitting form right now. What about Bray Wanderers, though, Pat? They're in big trouble, really. Yeah,
they've been poor this season. I mean, usually look at Bray. All right, if they have a really good season, they might get up close to the top 5th, 6th or something. But they've been really struggling. But although struggling, they're not playing well at all. Like, I mean, usually Bray would go to Shells, go to Bows, go to places like that, and give a good account of themselves. Maybe not win, maybe get a draw now and again. But to go there and get hammered like that, I think it sums up their season so far. They've been very, very poor.
Just a quick note, Roddy, on Derry. They've got just 1 point now from the last 2 matches, and they haven't scored in those 2.
Well, the game in UCD, Trevor, the way they played, all they deserved was a point, and I think, going away from the game, I think Pete Mann would have been the more disappointed manager. They're a solid side, they're very fit, but they're very predictable, They just play a predictable game, and it's easy to counteract them, and it's easy to defend against them. They would have been happy enough tonight, 90 minutes, not conceding a goal, getting a point out of it, but they go up that road now a little bit sick. But they'll regroup, they will be thereabouts, but I don't see them winning the league this year.
All right.